Hi, welcome to the Applause Series. My name is Donna Fitzgerald. I am a member of the Agawam Cultural Council. We are proud to bring this series to you. If you enjoy it and would like to give a donation, any amount would do, we would appreciate that, and you can do so by visiting our website, www.agawamcc.org. Thank you. Take care. Be safe. Enjoy the show.
You'd be so nice to come home to. You'd be so nice by the fire, while the breeze on high sings a lullaby. You'd be all that I could desire under stars by the winter, or an August moon burning above. You'd be so nice, you'd be paradise to come home to and love. Under stars chilled by the winter, or an August moon burning above. You'd be so nice, you'd be paradise to come home to and love. Stars chilled by the winter, or an August moon burning above. You'd be so nice, you'd be paradise to come home to and love, to come home to in love.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Wonderful bass. Hi, everybody. How are you all? Good, good. Well, we're two human, Roger and me, and our son, Kiawa.
The me is Ellen.
Oh, me, I'm Ellen.
Yeah, right.
He's not really our son. He could be. He could be, but he's not. But he's our good friend. So we're happy to be here. We've been trying to get this gig set up for more than 2 years now, with all the interruptions. So we're happy to be here finally. It's a beautiful place, and we appreciate that you're all coming out. So we're going to do more songs for you. You'll probably recognize a lot of these, and if you do, feel free to sing along. It had to be you. It had to be you. I wandered around and finally found somebody who could make me be true. Oh no, could make me be blue. Could make me be glad just to be sad, just thinking about you. Some others I've seen would never be me. Oh no, never be cross or try to be boss, but they wouldn't do. 'Cause nobody else could give me that thrill. With all your faults, I love you still. It had to be you, wonderful you. Oh, it had to be you. Some others I've seen will never be me. No, 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 no. Never be cross or try to be boss, oh, but they wouldn't do. 'Cause nobody else could give me that thrill. With all your faults, I love you still. It had to be you, wonderful you. Oh, it had to be you. Glorious, 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 glorious you. Wonderful you. Oh, it had to be you. Thank you.
Thank you. By the way, if you know these songs and you want to sing along, that's fine with us. We'd love to have
we
you.
need all the help we can get. Ha ha. So yeah, we're two human. We live in Springfield. I always forget what town you live in. Weymouth, which is near Quincy. So he came all the way out here from the Quincy area, specifically Weymouth, to come play with us. And we love playing with Gail. So we're going to do a song that you all know. We didn't know it. It was a new song for us to do. And we started doing it because we were touring down in North Carolina, and a friend of ours, her dad had just passed away, and she asked if we would, while we were down there, perform at his memorial. And we said sure, and she requested this specific song because it was one of his favorite songs, and we didn't know it. So we hurried up and tried to learn it. We sat in our hotel room and tried all different ways that we could approach the song. And when we came up with a way, we said, we better record it because we're going to forget it. You have to do a thing a lot of times before it becomes part of you. So we kept doing it, and then we were in our hotel room. We were sitting on the floor. We put our little camera on the bed, put it on record, and made a little video. And it actually came out kind of cute. So we put it up on YouTube. The only problem with it is that we were in the hotel, and as we were finishing the song, you could hear the vacuum cleaners. But it came out cute. So you all know this song, and again, feel free to sing along.
Gonna take a sentimental journey. Gonna set my heart at ease. Gonna make a sentimental journey to renew old memories. Got my bags, got my reservation. Spend each time I could afford.
like a child in wild anticipation. Long to hear that all aboard. 7, that's the time we leave at 7. Oh, I'll get up for heaven. I'm counting every mile of a railroad track that takes me back. Never thought my heart could be so yearning. Why did I decide to roam? Gonna take a sentimental journey, sentimental journey home. Ba, 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 ba. 7, then that's the time we leave at 7. Oh, I'll be waiting up for heaven. I'm counting every mile of a railroad track that takes me back. Never thought my heart could be so yearning. Why did I decide to roam? Gonna take a sentimental journey, sentimental journey home. Sentimental journey home. Thank you very much. Thanks.
I saw some of you singing along out there. Thank you.
Yeah, that's great.
That was nice.
So we're going to do one of our original songs. This is a song that Roger and I wrote when we were stuck in a life decision and we couldn't figure out which way to go. Roger had a job as a paralegal in a law firm, and they offered to pay for law school, and he'd come out a partner. Sounds like a very good deal. But the more we thought about it, and the more he thought about it, he wasn't sure it was as good a deal as it sounded, because we wouldn't get to play music, we would never have time together, he would just be in school and working, blah, blah. Took him a year to make the decision, and one of the things that we did when we talked about it was we tried to figure what would happen in nature if this sort of a decision were presented to some creature. And we had to figure on a creature, so for some reason we thought of amphibians. What would a frog do if a frog were in this position? It's a ridiculous question, right?
So next time you see a frog working at a law firm, you might want to ask and
how did you come
find
to
out
that
what that's all
decision?
about.
If they had checked with us, we would have said, don't do it. So we wrote this song, and it helped us make our decision. I don't know if it really helped, but we did write this song. And so it's about 2 little frogs. 2 little frogs on a lily pad, trying to make it feel like home. He says, hey, baby, we got it made. She says, oh, come on and leave me alone. Oh, 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 we ain't got no flies to eat. How will we ever survive? He says, baby, we got what we need. You know, love will keep us alive. We got simple needs. We got simple needs. Ah, simple needs, my word, what are you talking about? You see the hawk up in the sky. Now how will we ever protect ourselves? He's watching us with hungry eyes. Ooh, and he says, don't overcomplicate it, 'cause you know where that leads. This ain't no film noir life, sweet green. Just hide me beneath the reeds. We got simple needs. We got simple needs. We could be happy if we jump into the void. Let's take a chance and dance upon our little asteroid. Now two lovers on a summer night, staring at the great big sky. A shooting star takes their breath away. It kind of makes you wonder why, oh why, life gets so complicated. Well, it's hard to get from A to B. In the techno forest, you've got to look real hard to see we got simple needs. We got simple needs, oh, yeah.
Thank you.
True story, true story. I don't know how we ended up on frogs. I really don't. There had been a commercial, some Bud Light commercial or something, and there were a lot of frogs in it. And this was a while back, and I think that's what inspired us to go in the amphibious direction. You wonder about frogs. You know, they're very interesting creatures. We have frogs all over our house because of that song. People give us a frog tape dispenser, frog milk and creamers, frog doorstops. What else? We got about 20 different frog things.
Yeah, lots of frogs.
Yeah,
Starting to worry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ribbit. Next thing you know. So, are you any of you guys familiar with Kurt Elling? He's a jazz singer. He's a very, very, very popular jazz singer right now. And he did an album. Roger, why don't you tell it?
Well, I have to rewind a little bit. Back in the day, a singer named Johnny Hartman and sax player named John Coltrane got together, and I see somebody knows it. They got together, they made this album, and it was just a beautiful album. There were lots of great songs on it. And so Kurt Elling and his arranger, Lawrence Hobgood, decided they wanted to recreate that album in a certain way. And so they called the album Dedicated to You. And they redid these songs, but they didn't exactly copy them. They put their own little spin on it, but still kept the integrity of the songs. And the album was just a gorgeous album. I think it won a Grammy, didn't it? Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah.
And so it just, I mean, it just, the musicianship on it and Kurt's singing was just, I mean, to me, it's an inspiration for me. I mean, I always, every time I listen to him, I learn something, so.
So if you want to check that out. But meanwhile, we can give you a little taste of one of the songs that's on there.
They say that falling in love is wonderful, wonderful, so they say. The thing that's known as romance is wonderful, wonderful, so they tell me. I can't recall who said it. I know I never read it. I only know they tell me that love is grand. Oh, oh, oh. If there's a moon up above, it's wonderful, wonderful in every way, so they say. One morning, and without any warning, you find yourself shouting that love is grand. Oh, oh, oh. To hold that girl in your arms is wonderful, wonderful in every way, so they say. One morning, and without any warning, you find yourself shouting that love is grand. Oh, oh, oh. To hold that girl in your arms is wonderful, wonderful in every way, so they say. You find yourself shouting that love is grand. Oh, oh, oh. To hold that girl in your arms is wonderful, wonderful in every way, in every way, in every way, so they say. Thank you.
Isn't that a great song? Excuse me. I am needing to get comfortable here. Any questions? Sometimes people have questions. Okay. Us?
Oh, about half an hour now. I just.
Give yourself a drum roll. We've been together for 100 years. We've been playing with maybe 4 or 5 years, 5, 6 years, a while. Really? Yeah. Time flies. Of course, we missed a couple of years in there, but yeah. No, we've been together for a very long time, and so what are we going to do? I think we'll do. So Roger and I tour a lot when we're local. We play with Kiala when we're down south. We have a bunch of bass players down there, and we tour all over the place, or did, and we will be getting back to it. When you're on the road and you got to get to a gig, you really don't want traffic, right? I mean, nobody wants traffic. You're on your way, you got to get somewhere. But if you got a concert that you're playing, you don't want to make people wait. So there's this one stretch in Connecticut. Well, we've had issues there, I got to say. And this one time we were on our way, and I was getting really antsy. He always drives because he hates the way I drive. So he's driving. And I call the venue and I'd say, we're running a little late. If you want to get the sound set up, we need this many mics and this and this. And he said, well, I got a box with like 5 holes in it. We said, when we get there, we'll use our own sound, we'll wait. And we did that. But as the time was going on and we were still just sitting there, I was just being insane. Roger, change lanes, and he'd change lanes, and then you'd be in the wrong lane again, because that's how it works. And finally, I don't think it was your doing. I think I just said I better do something to save my marriage, because he's going to lose it if I keep whining like this. So I pulled out my guitar and started writing a little song. It was just going to be a little ditty. We didn't have any plans for it except for just a way to kill some time so we don't kill each other. And so it started out, it was just going to be a song about being stuck in traffic. But as the song evolved, we realized that there were people who are stuck in a lot worse situations than our little traffic jam. So we dedicate this song to everybody who is stuck in a really bad situation and somehow finds a way to drive on. I've been driving for so many years, changing lanes and shifting gears, looking for some answers or maybe a little fun. Well, I ain't particular, oh no, I'd settle for either one. Well, I can drive an automatic and I can drive a standard shift, but no matter where I go, it still comes down to this. I've got to drive on, drive on, drive on. Ooh, I got to drive on, drive on. I've been a lot of places, from here to Baton Rouge. I've seen a lot of faces, they look like they'd nothing left to lose. Well, some of them were nasty, and some of them were sweet. Oh, one thing they had in common though, they were living in defeat. Took all their desperation and they put it on away. But all that I could say is it comes down to this. You've got to drive on, drive on. You got to drive on, drive on, drive on. Ain't nothing new since the beginning of time. Fish jumped out the water to rise above the slime. Oh, gave up their fins and listened to the sound of destiny calling. Step by step, they're going towards a higher ground. Drive on, drive on, got to drive on, drive on, drive on. Moses said to Pharaoh, let my people go. Lincoln said at Gettysburg, our nation shall endure. Hitler killed 6 million, but his evil would not stand. Dr. King had a dream, let freedom ring throughout this land. Now every generation stands upon a precipice. In the darkest of the darkness, still comes down to this. Oh, we've got to drive on, drive on, got to drive on, drive on, drive on. Oh, we're gonna drive on. Every generation gonna find a way to just drive on. Oh, no matter what they say, we're gonna drive on. We're gonna find a better day if we just drive on. Yeah, yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you. Very kind of you. Huh. So we could do more originals, or we could keep doing standards, or we can mix it up. Do you guys have any comments or preferences about that? Just do what we're doing? Oh, okay, we can do that. We can always do what we're doing.
We can always do what we're doing. Okay. Feel like
Roger,
moon
what would you-
dance?
Huh?
Feel like moon
Let's do
dance?
that.
Okay.
Okay. So you may recognize this. This is a little, from a little bit of a different era than the other songs we've been doing. See, there's a Woodstock poster up here. Anybody here been to Woodstock? Not a one? There's one? Who, where, what? Me? You were there? Did you see me?
She was the third one from the left.
There's a lot of people. Somebody just interviewed me. They want to interview everybody that was there. And she wants to hear all kinds of things, how it changed my life. 69. Well, Woodstock. So what was your favorite act then? Oh, so who did you like? Here I am. Oh,
It was a good lineup.
yeah, it was a great. I liked Sly and the Family Stone the best. That was my favorite band. So, apropos of nothing, Woodstock, except for that there's a thing there. But this is less of a jazz standard and more of a rock iconic song.
It's a marvelous night for a moon dance, with the stars up above in your eyes. A fantabulous night to make romance, neath the cover of October sky. And all the leaves on the trees, they are falling to the sound of the breezes that blow. And I'm trying to please to the calling of your heartstrings that play soft and low. Seems to whisper and hush, and all the sun moonlight seems to shine in your blush. Can I just have one more moon dance with you, my love? Can I just make some more romance with you, my love? Well, I wanna make love to you too. night. I can't wait for the morning to come. And I know now the time it is just right. And straight into my arms you will run. When you come, my heart will be waiting to make sure that you're never alone. There and then all my dreams will come true, dear. There and then I will make you my own. And all the night's magic seems to whisper and hush. And all the song moonlight seems to shine in your blush. And I just have one more moon dancer with you, my love. Can I just make some more romance with you, my love? Shine in your blush. Can I just have one more moon dancer with you, my love? Can I just make some more romance with you, my love? My love, can I just make some more romance with you, my love?
Wonderful. Give it up for Kiala Kamahiwa. So great. So very great. So I had a plan.
Did you?
I had a plan.
Yes?
You want to hear another song, don't you? And I had a plan.
Maybe sugar?
Huh?
Sugar? Not sugar. Okay.
We could do that. Oh, no, I know what the plan was.
What was the plan?
We never do a set list because we like to get a sense of what you guys are into, and then we try and match that. Sometimes it puts you on the spot, but you'll live with that.
The more I'm with you, pretty baby, the more I feel my love increase. I'm building all my dreams around you. Our happiness will never cease. 'Cause nothing's any good without you. Baby, you're my centerpiece. Buy a house and garden somewhere along a country road of peace. A little cottage on the outskirts where we can really find release. 'Cause nothing's any good without you. Baby, you're my centerpiece.
We're too cheap to hire a trumpet player, so Roger steps in. So, anybody know who's the lady with the big black hat? Anita O'Day. Anybody familiar with Anita O'Day? One of the great jazz singers. She's not as famous as some of the others, but she was fantastic. And there's a whole movie about her at the Newport Jazz Festival, where she's wearing this big black hat, and I got one, but I just look like a witch in it. But I got one because I wanted.
'Tis the season.
Yeah, 'tis the season.
'Tis the season,
But I wanted
yes.
to be like Anita O'Day, and she was innovative. She was very involved in the arrangements of the bands that she sang with. She wasn't just the singer, and she was very, very rhythmic. And we found this recording. And it was a very controversial recording because the band was mixed, and the lead of the band, what was his name? Roy Eldridge. Yeah, you know what we're doing. So there was a lot of controversy because Roy Eldridge was black, and they had some interaction that was possibly suspect, and they got a lot of flack for it. But she did this song with a big band, and I loved this song so much, and I loved the arrangement, and I thought, it's just the three of us. How are we going to pull this off? But I'm kind of happy with how we did it. So it's called Let Me Off Uptown. And she has some, Roy, there's a whole thing that, look it up on YouTube, Let Me Off Uptown, Anita O'Day, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But here's our version. When you're about and feel like stepping out, all you gotta shout is let me off of town. Rhythm that you feel, then there's nothing to conceal. All you gotta feel is let me off of town. Rib joints, juke joints,
fella gotta go to top it.
If you wanna pitch a ball and you can't afford a hall, all you gotta call is
Let me off uptown. Bubble, 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 rib joints, juke joints, hip joints. Where's the fella gotta go to top it?
if you wanna pitch a ball and you can't afford a hall, all you gotta call is let me off uptown. All you gotta call is let me off uptown. Isn't that fun? Thank you so much. But check it out. Go on YouTube and check it out. 'Cause it's a big band and trumpet, and it's fabulous. But we have our fun.
Yes, we do.
You want to do Nancy?
I was thinking about that.
Let's do that.
And who were they? It was, I forget who the songwriters were.
Let's see if it. Van Heusen, Jimmy Van
Jimmy Van
Heusen,
Heusen
Bill Silvers.
and
Somebody else?
Jimmy Van Heusen and who was his writing partner? That slips me now.
Little interlude here. Sorry,
Johnny
Mercer.
Burke.
Okay.
Was it Johnny Burke?
We want to give you accurate
It
information.
was Johnny Burke. I think so. Well,
Okay, now you
don't quote us on this, but the backstory on this song is Nancy with the Laughing Face, and most everybody knows it, and they associate it with Frank Sinatra, and most people assume that it was written for Frank's daughter, Nancy Sinatra. Nancy with the Laughing Face. But the story is, and there are probably several different versions of this, that's why we keep going back and forth with it, that actually the comedian Phil Silvers, I don't know if you remember him, Sergeant Bilko and all that, he wrote the lyric to this song. And several others, as a matter of fact, and he's not generally known as a lyric writer, but he did write the lyric to this song. And the way it came about was that, I guess Johnny Burke and Jimmy Van Heusen were on this movie lot, and they were writing some tunes for this movie. And Phil Silvers comes in and says, gee, you know, it's, I guess Johnny went out for a smoke or something, and Phil says, you know, it's Johnny's wife's birthday coming up, and her name is Bessie. So why don't we write a song for her? And so they did. They wrote Bessie with the Laughing Face. And so when they performed it at the party, there were luminaries there, and they noticed Frank Sinatra was there and a whole bunch of other people. And they did what songwriters usually do, which is thinking on their feet. And so they said, Bessie, Nancy, same number of syllables, this could work. So they performed it as Nancy with the Laughing Face. And they saw that Frank was moved by the lyric, and they went up to him afterwards and they said, you know, Frank, we wrote this especially for you. So,
Big lie.
so that's the story. If I don't see her each day, I miss her. Gee, what a thrill each time I kiss her. Believe me, I've got a case on Nancy with the laughing face. She takes the winter and makes it summer. Summer could take some lessons from her. Picture a tomboy lane That's Nancy with a laughing face. Did you ever hear mission bells ringing? Well, she'll give you that very same glow. When she speaks, you would think it was singing. Just to hear her say hello. I swear to goodness, you can't resist her. Sorry for you, she has no sister. No angel could replace my Nancy with the laughing face. Zabu-da-da-da-bu-da, za-da-da-bu-da, ba-bu-du-ba, boi-du-du-du-ba, boi-du-du-du-du. Did you ever hear mission bells ringing? Well, she'll give you that very same glow. When she speaks, you would think it was singing. Just to hear her say hello. I swear to goodness, you can't resist her. Sorry for you, she has no sister. No angel could replace my Nancy with a laughing face. Isn't that a great song? That is just a beautiful song.
Well, I guess I'm going to do one more song for you. And you're so lucky because it's a sing-along. Don't you feel lucky? Do you feel lucky tonight? The thing about these sing-alongs is there's the National Sing-Along Association, the NSA, and they keep track of people who sing along and don't sing along. So,
if you don't sing along, well, we don't know what happens, but what I can tell you, see these empty chairs? These used to be filled by people who didn't sing along at the last show. So, I mean, you know, we don't know for sure, but just saying.
So we'll be watching you. Every time it rains, pennies from heaven.
Yes.
Don't you know each cloud contains pennies from heaven? You found your fortune falling all over town. Make sure that your umbrella is upside down. Save it for a package of sunshine.
Sunshine and flowers.
'Cause if you want things you love, ooh, you must have showers. So when you hear that thunder, oh no, no, don't run under a tree. There'll be pennies from heaven for you and me. package of
sunshine and flowers.
'Cause if you want the things you love, oh, you must have showers. So when you hear that thunder, no, 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 oh, don't run under a tree. There'll be pennies from heaven for you and me. Ladies and gentlemen, Kiala Kamehua. Yay! I want to thank you all for coming out tonight. I want to thank Les and I don't know your name. Dan? Dan?
Was
Thank you.
that Stan?
Stan, thank you, Stan. Very good job, Stan.
Well,
And
Les.
thank you all for being here, singing along. Got one more chance. Why don't you save it for a package of sunshine and flowers? 'Cause if you want the things you love, oh, you must have showers. So when you hear that thunder, no, 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 don't run under a tree. Hey, thank you to the Cultural Council. Thank you for the Senior Center and you guys for being here. And Roger and Les and everybody. We'll do it again. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. It's been a wonderful evening.